next 2 weeks, you will have a little over 150 persons that will be visiting Liberia for the extraordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament, where we'll be talking about the community budget, the Parliament's budget, rules of procedure, the situation in South Africa, and other issues in our region. So the fact that this can happen in Liberia for the first time, I'm very excited, and I just want to say thanks to the government and people of Liberia for the warm reception that the Parliament are beginning to receive already since the arrival.
How does it impact Liberia?
Please, gentlemen.
It is 2 weeks.
Definitely. Tomorrow we'll be having what we call the Bureau meeting. The Bureau is, like we say, a leadership meeting, but that will be just the Speaker and his 4 deputies. They will go over the agenda with the Secretary General and the 2 directors. They will approve the agenda, the work program, I will call it. And on Tuesday, we will meet and we have what we call on Tuesday, we have what we call, Wednesday, we'll meet and have what we call the Conference of Bureau meeting. That's the Speaker, his 4 deputies, and all chairpersons and co-chairpersons of the Bureau committee to meet. Then on Thursday, we will open the seminar. The seminar has to do with transhuman conflict in West Africa. You know, most times we move from one country to the other through the border without proper documentation, or someone carry the animal to another man's area, you eat your friend, go eat your cassava leaf, and you might think it's simple, but at the end of the day, you have villages and communities going at loggerheads for something like that. So those are issues we'll be discussing in the human side of it. We're going to have presenters from all over, including Liberia, where we have Mr. Anderson, who's in charge of animals at the Ministry of Agriculture, will be presenting. Madam Asadu Kane from Immigration. Then Tobo Newswa was presenting. We're going to have other presenters from around West Africa. The regional minister from Ghana, Salmon, who was also one of the Parliament, will be coming tomorrow. He's one of the presenters. We will also have the former president of Niger as our special guest. The first and former speaker of the Malian Parliament will also be here. The former deputy speaker of Gambia as a special guest. They will all be here to join us. So on Thursday, the vice president, Madam Joel Howard Taylor, will formally open the seminar as the chief convener of the seminar. The seminar will run until Saturday. On the same Saturday, Madam Joel Howard Taylor will have a women forum at Bele Casa Hotel, where the women in the Parliament will have an interactive discussion with the vice president. As a side attraction to our program, after Senegal, Sierra Leone takes over the speakership. So the person that has been presented by the government of Sierra Leone, Mr. Mohamed Sidi Tunis, who will be arriving tomorrow on Kenya Airways, will be here with the Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament, Dr. Abbas Bono. I'm sure most of us have heard the name Dr. Abbas Bono since we were little kids. He's the Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament. He will be coming with a huge delegation from Sierra Leone to present to the ECOWAS Parliament the next speaker who will be taking over in February of next year. That program will be on Friday evening at the Queen's City Hall at 7 p.m. It's called Sierra Leone Night. Then on Sunday, the ECOWAS Parliament will play the Liberian legislature in a friendly football match at the ATS, the Anthony Tubman Stadium, where President George Weah, who's former member of the ECOWAS Parliament and former member of the Liberian legislature, will play for both sides. So first half, he will play for the ECOWAS Parliament, and second half, he will play for the Liberian legislature. With the hope that if he scores on one side, he can score on the other side, or else there will be protests. So then after, on Monday, will be the formal opening of the session. So we'll have the seminar first, and then the formal opening of the second extraordinary session for 2019 will convene on Monday. President George Manneh Weah will formally open the session. He is the guest of honor at the session. He will speak at the session. Thereafter, we will have other ceremonies, cultural performances. We have a tradition honoring program for the Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Mustafa Siselo. And on Tuesday, we have session also. On Wednesday, we have committee sittings, where the committee will begin to work and meet or discuss those things that are on the agenda in the different reports. Wednesday and Thursday. On Friday, the committee will report to plenary. Plenary will deliberate on those reports. On Friday and Saturday, deliberation. And then on Sunday, Monday, we'll begin the closing ceremonies for departure.
In your deliberation, you mentioned the situation in South Africa. And South Africa is not in West Africa. Why you want to highlight the issue of South Africa in this meeting?
The ECOWAS Parliament will be coming up with a resolution, or could be coming up with a resolution. As you know, they're not in West Africa, but those victims of what happened in South Africa are West African brothers, and we owe it to them. Our brothers and sisters from Nigeria. As you know, the Nigerian delegation have not even started arriving yet. Nigeria has the biggest delegation in the ECOWAS Parliament. There are 35 members. They all will be coming in tomorrow. So what you have seen already, yesterday 10 persons came, today we have another group. Tomorrow we're going to have a lot more coming tomorrow. The Nigerians are coming. They will be discussing the issue, to put the issue on the floor, and the Parliament will come up with a resolution. So yes, South Africa may not be in our region, but it's part of our continent, and those affected our brothers and sisters from our West African region.
The event here in Liberia, how does Liberia stand to benefit?
Well, if you're talking about 150 persons going in the hotel and paying their hotel bill and have to buy food, and some of them might not want to, because what we do for our session, other than the speaker, the members of the bureau and chairman of committees and country head of delegation, other members, we use the bus to commute. So someone might say, well, I don't want to ride the bus, I want to charter a car, I want to go and rent a car for a while over here. They will spend some money. Someone will go to the restaurant, they will spend some money. Everybody will need SIM card for the telephone. Even though the price has changed, but they will bear it and they will spend some money. So it puts money in the economy. No matter what you say about it, this puts some money in the economy, and I think it's good for the country. It's also good for visibility. People have a wrong impression of our country, and sometimes, like I tell people, like America, you have the Republicans, you have the Democrats. But when America is attacked, there's no Republican, there's no Democrat, they are Americans. So let's stand by our country today, and let's show a good picture of Liberia. Liberia needs all of the support, all the international recognition and visibility. And that is why the president, for example, he has given the parliament, he has put most of the vehicles you see here are vehicles that the president himself has given and saying, these are my former colleagues, I will make them feel at home. So they've done well, the government has done well, they've given a ministerial complex to use, and they've done well. But other than that, the parliament is responsible. We're going to have ad-hoc staff, we're going to do radio interviews. So those interviews will go to a radio station tomorrow morning. We're going to have a simulcast or broadcast that has sponsored me, arranged already by the president of Religious Pool, the director of media from the Senate, director of media from the House of Representatives. We'll be speaking tomorrow in simulcast. We're going to pay for those interviews. So no matter what, somebody's going to stay behind. And of course, we're going to integrate. Maybe some of the ECOWAS men might see women and want to marry. Maybe some of the women might see men here and want to marry. There will be, good integration. So I think it's good for our country.
So where is ECOWAS with this one currency?
We have made significant progress. As you know now, it's no longer just called single currency, it's called the ECO. So we now have a name. We are now between Ghana and Nigeria. They are now debating to see who will host the central bank. We're now working on the modalities for those countries that reach a threshold to begin to commence the usage of single currency in January of next year. So we made significant progress, and you can rest assured in the not too distant future you will begin to experience the ECO.
Thank you very much.